So today we are going to see the commission report that we have introduced in H Office. So this is a new report introduced for those kind of organizations who are having brokers and sub-broker structures and they want to give the commissions. So if you are into an affiliated marketing sort of thing, or you have a broker network, so this report and this process could be very helpful to you. So let's start by log into the system. So the moment you have logged in, first of all, let's configure the commission structure for this contacts. So for that, let's go to the customer master. So here, as you can see, we have to go to the broker contact first. So Dinesh Pathak is one of the broker for the organization for which we are currently logged in. So in the Dinesh Pathak, we have to do some configurations. So let's click on the edit button. In the sales and purchase setting tab, we have to apply the class. So classification of the contact is extremely important. So let's select the class of this contact. So since they are a broker category of contact, so we are selecting a broker class here. And the another important field is if you want to apply a standard discount of each of the transaction that takes place, you can define the percentage amount here. So let's assume that I want to give 10% commission to this contact on each transaction. So I'm adding a value 10 here and we need to see. All right, so we have configured the class to broker for Dinesh Pathak and we have set 10% as a standard commission amount for this contact. So now we want to associate a sub broker under Dinesh Pathak and Rakesh Sharma is the contact that is being working under Dinesh Pathak as a sub broker. So let's do this configuration in the system. So again, we have to go to that contact and let's click on the edit button. And in the additional information tab, source of origin is the field where we need to apply the contact reference and select Dinesh Pathak. So when you select this contact, this will get associated with the particular sub broker class. So let us apply the class to sub broker and system will identify this contact as a sub broker of Dinesh Pathak. Again, let us set the commission structure in the default discount applicable tab. Again, let us have a 10% value to sub-broker as well on each of the sales transaction. All right, so now we have successfully configured the broker and sub-broker account. And now let's assume a customer of Rakesh Sharma is going to place an order to us, to the original original equipment manufacturer. So let's create a new sales order in the system. So now Horistic Solutions is a customer of Rakesh Sharma, who is a sub broker. And similarly, we have associated this contact the way we have done for the broker and sub broker setting. So let's place a new order. You can fill in all the mandatory details. Those are required for creating a sales order. Now let's create a product that has been sold along with its quantity and the value. So now the sales order has been created in the system and considering that it has been approved by the customer. So let's click on the button sales order approved and let's add a remark here. So assuming that the sales order has been successfully created and material is being ready to dispatch and the transaction has been taken place, now it's a time to create an invoice Keep a note that the commission report and the commission structure work on the invoice level. So it is important for us to create an invoice against the order to process the commission payment. So let's create an invoice against this order. So now we are creating a new sales invoice. So here it is important while creating invoice to select the reference field. So here we are selecting Rakesh, whose customer horoscope is. So if you're not aware about the invoice creation process, you can watch a separate video available for that. So currently we are just quickly making this invoice. Once the invoice has been created, you have to go to the sales invoice tab to view the invoice, or you have to come back to this sales order page again and refresh this page to see the attached invoices. Okay, so invoice have been successfully processed. Let's go to the report section and process the commission against the invoice. For that, let us go to the sales and commission report and search for the recent invoice that we have created. So as you can see, the invoice that we have just created started appearing in the list. Standard commission value that has started appearing for the broker and the sub broker. And if you want to make any changes here, there is an option to make a change. So instead of 10, if I want to give 5% commission against this order, let me just change the value to 5%. So sub broker will be receiving the 5% commission against this order, and same for the broker too. So let me give the 5% commission to the broker as well. So let us just set this value, and once it has been done against this sales order, the commission value has been updated, and now it's the time to process the payment against the invoice. So let's click on the sub broker button to process the sub broker's payment. So moment you click on it, it will create an expense voucher along with the details that are associated with the sub broker. So let us select the expense voucher type, whatever the under the whichever the category you want to register this expense, and commission is been marked as the expense. And let us fill in all the important details that you feel for creating any voucher. To watch the videos of voucher creation, you can watch the separate videos available for that, like how to create the voucher and do the voucher approval workflow process. So let's enter the amount here. So we're just adding the amount that we want to pass on the commission to this sub broker against this invoice. And let's save this voucher. So since it is a process of voucher approval workflow, so the voucher has been created. Now we have to go to the next step, that is voucher approval. For that, we'll go to voucher and approvals. And here, as you can see, all the vouchers that has been created. And since we are from the admin user, we have all the authority to approve this voucher. Otherwise, if any normal sales executive which are not having the admin rights is creating this voucher, then the voucher will go to the concerned authority for the approval. So let us select the voucher and proceed further by accepting this voucher. So we have, but for that we have to add the date, and then we can probably click on the approve button to approve this voucher. So this voucher has been approved for the payment now. Then the next step is for the accounts team to do the voucher payment entry against the voucher that has been created. So now it is showing the Rakesh Sharma contact here. We can select that contact, and underneath all the vouchers which are pending have started appearing. Let us enter the payment details that we have made against this voucher, and let us select the voucher and click on the save. Try to save this voucher now, and this voucher payment has been processed successfully. So this is how you can create a voucher payment against the commission that you have to give. And you can also print the voucher. You can also add your letterhead on this voucher copy. So similarly, the way you have processed the voucher payment for the sub broker, you can do the same for the broker as well. The same steps will get applied. But for doing that, you have to click on the broker button instead of the sub broker button. Then you can create the voucher, you can approve the voucher, and you can process the payment against that voucher. So these are the three steps process using which you can process the commission. And this is how the entire commission process works in the system. Thank you very much for watching this video.